My name is Jens Bogren. I'm a producer and mixer. I work with bands like Opeth, Creator, Sepultura, Arch Enemy, and a whole lot of other bands over the past 25 years. Mostly operating out of my own studio called Fascination Street Studios. My monitor journey kind of started with the Genlex, I think. That was like the common thing in Sweden back in the day. And from that point, when I got my first real controller of my own, everyone was raving about the KRKs. So then I switched to that. I think it was like V8s or something. That was also very good for mixing guitars and whatnot. But then you always look a little bit further, after a while when you've been using a monitor, you start to hear all the issues with them. To begin with, you kind of don't, but then when you sit there day out, day in, then it will start to be an issue. So I also had a period of ADCs mains, very beautiful monitors as well. But I switched over to barefoots. You can see that I followed the hypes kind of a little bit maybe. And those are great, fantastic monitors. They're so big sounding. The only issue that I had, I thought they were fantastic at tracking with. But when it comes to the mixing side, after a while I realized that I had some issues maybe translating because it always sounded better on the barefoot, so to speak. So I wanted to find speakers that brought me closer to the listener, the listener experience. I wanted to feel a little bit more like I was sitting in the living room of the end consumer. And that's when I got in touch with Amphions, because I heard them somewhere and they had that kind of just natural, kind of less forced sound, because the barefoots have the whole DSP system, and that's also something you start to hear after a while. But the Amphions just sounded natural to me, and they led me into making the right mixing decisions that also translated really well. I was never surprised when I was listening in, the car or whatever. So Amphions for me is a speaker that I still haven't found the issues that annoys me that I have to move to the next speaker. And I've been going for over 10 years with them now. So happy Amphion user.